Good day everyone and welcome back to Tiny Glade. In my last video, so many of you enjoyed the castle build that I did that it was just rather mind-blowing just how much all of you are enjoying this game and specifically my videos on it. So we're going to be doing more of it. In fact, we're going to be doing another daily theme here. And today's theme is Lakeside Inn. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. And we're going to actually take advantage of some of the neat new tools that the game has added since I did that video. They've been doing a lot of great updates, so everyone, give them, like a hands up in the comments or something for the hard work that has gone into this game. They've been doing a really great job with it. So today's theme is going to be Lakeside Inn. As you can see, they've already given us a little bit of a... They've given us a building, but no lake, okay? We have a building, but no lake. And I don't know if this really counts as an inn. Hang on, first of all. There we go, alright, we've pet the sheep. Yeah, I kind of like this building that they've started us with here. But as I said, we don't have an inn. I mean, we don't have a lake. We have the inn, but no lake. So let's see what we can do about that. We're going to have to place some more stuff here, though. If we want this to be a proper inn, and basically an inn is going to be consisting of two key things here. You've got the, you've got kind of the sleeping space, if you will, so the hotel kind of like portion. And then in the classical inn fashion here, we're also going to have kind of like a pub, bar, tavern, however you want to call it, on the lower level. So what I'm thinking... Maybe this section here is like more so the personal quarters there of the this is where the inn owner and his family or her family are staying. So we're gonna leave that like that, and we're gonna build the main inn off over here. That's what I'm thinking, is we're gonna keep that building there just the way it is. And we're gonna place the lake in here. We're gonna just place a large lake in here. Likewise, we're also probably going to try and put in some kind of a carriage house. So let's start with this. Let's try and keep things in kind of the same fashion, same height even. So that's pretty close. Okay, so I actually, while placing this, had a bit of an idea here. I had a bit of a thought. And so when we add our second story, we gotta kind of add our first story first, obviously. Yeah, this once again, we're running into this kind of awkward spacing issue here. So the idea was that what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and create a staircase that goes up to the second floor, and I have no idea how I'm gonna accomplish that. But the idea is that we're gonna actually have, in fact, let's create that right now. Let's do this, bring this down here like so. We're going to have kind of like an upper bit right in here. That you're going to take a staircase to get up to the upper bit. So it will be sitting up here. This will be kind of the access to the second floor here. So there'll be kind of like exterior access as well, and kind of like this upper balcony bit here. Okay, so there we have kind of like the upstairs bit there with this. And I'm looking, to be honest, the part that's got me most excited about this build is going to be putting in the water feature, the lake. That, I think, is going to be the most fun aspect of this, is building this nice lake. Making it all pretty. Okay, so here we have the issue I usually run into whenever I try and do this here, where we get that clipping in. So we're gonna have to be careful and mindful of that. There we go. Okay, we got our railing back over there. All right, well that right there is going to resolve the issue we were having there. So how are we gonna do the rooms for the inn here? See, this is kind of interesting here because, yeah, that works. All right, so next what we'll do is we'll add some windows here, and we're going to have to probably raise this up. So for the windows, we're going to just do some 2 wide windows here. Hope we don't get any clipping issues. Alright, how does that look? That's a good start. That's a good start. You know, the inn so far isn't very big, but that's alright. We're gonna have to expand it out as well, so we'll have to figure out how to do that here in a moment. I'm thinking that maybe it's a good idea if I start putting in kind of my lake. Just roughly putting some water in here. Okay, so I put the lake in just to make sure I have enough space for it. And after I put the lake in, I also realized that, you know, another feature I kind of want to add here, just so that, you know, this is just not too much of a lonely space. I think I also want to put like a cabin in the woods right in like here. So we're going to do that. But first, let's turn our attention back to the inn here. Okay, so this looks pretty good so far. That could look like an inn, but again, it's not very big. It could be enlarged a touch. Also, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to back this building off like so. Don't want it to be quite that big. So we're going to shrink this part of the building down here just a touch. It's going to give us more room for some things. Yeah, that looks better. So we're going to do some interesting things with window. You know, I'm also not happy with it being quite so wide. I kind of want to have that end there be like a rear balcony area as well. In fact, can we enlarge it just a touch? Could have done that instead of shrinking this side. Okay, just like that. And let's get our windows here. Again, I would like some consistency with the placement of windows, but just a nitpick. It's a control issue. I have a control issue. Who would have thought? So what I think I'm going to do here... I think I'm going to actually... We're going to set this building right here. This is going to be the stable. And, how do we do the stable here? So this is where it gets interesting because the stable technically is going to require... Can we get by with doors like that? I don't think so. I think it's going to have to be the square doors. But they're going to have to be, you know, it's going to have to be the biggest one available. I mean, we're supposed... This is where, okay, how the heck are we going to get a horse through there? I don't think we can. So maybe the solution to this is not to place that building at all. Let's get rid of it for now. Instead, I think what we gotta do is we gotta free draw some walls here. And what we're going to do now that we've got kind of like the base of it, we're actually going to use a building, but we're going to place the building in such a way that it's clipping into it. I'm a little off. Ooh. There we go. All right. Oh, yeah, and with this we can have like a back portion to it. Yeah, that's something that you see with yes, this actually is going to work out much better. So what we're going to do here is we're going to raise it up like so. I was rather hoping it would place more columns than this in there, because this is kind of, I don't think that's enough columns for what we're trying to do here. Plus, I don't think this is high enough up here. Just for reference, I'm going to have to place another building down here. Yeah, we want it about there. Again, we got to fit a horse in here. We'll have some residential space above it for, you know, if somebody arrives by carriage and stuff. Well, that's where, you know, like if we have like a if we have like a wealthy landowner, they're gonna be, you know, they're gonna be staying in the inn, but their servants and stuff, you know, like the carriage driver and stuff, they'd be staying maybe with the stable hands above there. Who knows? You know, I'm gotta think about, you know, what would happen like with this. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna be taking the free wall, you know, free drawing a wall tool here, and oh dear, here's where I'm trying to create a straight line, and I'm just gonna create this really not so straight. All right, well we can go in here and we can edit the points. So just as a tip here that I, you know, think is kind of useful to know for this when drawing these is that it might be better to just, you know, tear out, you know, draw your wall, tear out the uneven bit there, and then grab the point here. Oh, well this I didn't quite cut it in the right spot there. Alright, let's see if I got it this time. Yeah. No, there's still 2 points there. So, yeah, I'm kind of figuring out what is the best way to draw one of these, you know, wall sections here to get nice straight walls. And I think, yeah, okay, here we can do it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to grab this point here. And now we're going to draw it, and we can keep it nice and straight. So yeah, this is going to be kind of a back area here for them to kind of work on the horses and stuff outside of the stalls. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We're not going to horse around with this too much. Okay, so I think I've finished off the stable area. We got to just quickly change the theme here, actually, to this. And I do want to change the color. I do prefer the kind of white for it. Ooh, is that blue or is that white? It's hard to tell at night. But we got some lights in as well there. Probably gonna have to do more with lighting here really quickly. Let's put that in. Oop. Get rid of that one. Didn't mean to place it. Place one here. This one we'll place at 45 like that. One thing I think I didn't think of this until just now, but I think I want to place side door here actually in this wall. Will it let me place the door in the wall? No, it probably won't because the wall is too short, I think. So we'll leave it the way it is. But yeah, so I've also added like this kind of orchard area here. And so in my head, I was thinking that, oh, maybe they have their own cider trees. Maybe they're growing some apples there and stuff. And, you know, that's part of their orchard there. So they make their own cider here. And the inn is still way too simple. We need to really expand the inn here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly do that. Oh, look at that. We got 2 with shutters there. That's nice. Oh, wow. Can we get... You know this one's not going to have shutters. It does? Wow, we got lucky there. Okay, let's fix the theme here. That is throwing me just a touch. This one here. Okay, that's fine, just like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to add... Do we want a door here or do we want windows? I think we want windows here. It's like this. And then we can tuck a cheeky little door over there. We're definitely going to have just a door here. Okay, so here's where placement and clipping becomes a battle. So what we're going to do to try and resolve this, we're just going to slightly move this over. It's not going to be really noticeable from here. In fact, if anything, it's going to look somewhat natural, but it's going to resolve that clipping issue there. Let's see how we do for placing windows here. gotta raise this one up now. Square it off. Raise it up. Oh, and I didn't... Oh, yeah, because it's the different sizes. That's why the roofs don't match. Oh, we gotta go this way with it. Okay. Yeah, that blends well enough, I suppose. There we go. And once again, let's fix the theme here. Okay, so I think I'm happy with the sizing of everything. We have a nice back area here that we're gonna have this path kind of come to here as well. So we're gonna have the path meander around the back here. And I think we'll have it even lead up to this back kind of porch bit here. So let's see if we can't do that. Or there we go. And we'll just curve it like so. So yeah, we got a nice little back entry there. You know, for the people who don't want to be seen walking in through the front door there. So yeah, we got a pretty good sized little inn here. We got a nice lake. Just making sure we've got everything we need, you know, for the prompt. This should be... There we go. We got a nice little nature walk around the lake here. I feel like the lake could be a little bit bigger, but we've only got so much space. Right, so lighting and windows, and we gotta adjust this here. In fact, let's turn our attention to fixing this roof here. So the solution that I've come up with to best resolve this issue is to place... Actually, there's a couple of ways this could be done. There's nothing stopping me from adding something like this on, you know, just a little something to add a little extra intrigue. And I kind of like this idea. In fact, we're gonna do that. We're gonna have to make it a little bit bigger here. There. How's that look? That looks good. We're gonna lower it down though. We don't want it this big. About there. Yeah, perfect. This is actually a simpler solution than what I had in mind. So yeah, I'm kind of liking this one. Okay, there we go. We got our quaint little cottage in the woods. Gonna have like a mossy green roof on it. Not very big. There we go. I'm happy with that. There we go. We got our cottage in the woods. I was calling it a cabin, but it's a cottage, really. It's a cottage. We got our lake. I kind of want to... kind of want to erase some of the water feature here. Just a touch. Just store a little bit of the land here. There we go. Oh yeah, I like that. We'll have to place a tree. A little bit more tree here. There. 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 Yeah, maybe without that one. That one better placed. There we go. There we go. There's our island. Our ducks are happy. Look at that. They're happy. We got our inn here. I am a little bit concerned about some of the placement of some of the items here, like this tree. I feel like we gotta trim back the trees just a touch here. There we go. Yeah, this one probably should go. Okay, there we go. Okay, the inn is complete, and I have to say, it turned out a little bit different than what I was expecting it to, but I'm actually quite happy with how it turned out. So, we'll begin the tour over here at the stable. So, the whole idea is we got this nice road here, where guests will come in by carriage, or, you know, on their own horse, or maybe they walk over. But they'll be able to have their horses tended to here at the stables, and right now it's currently being taken over by a sheep, I guess. That's okay, little guy. You can have the backyard there at the stables. But yeah, the stables a little bit difficult to build. You know, we had to use these free drawn walls here. And I've had mixed results of it. We've got this big old crack right here, so I think the innkeeper needs to spend a bit of time doing some work on it, you know, hire some repairmen to come by and mend it. Over here, we have the innkeeper's actual residence and stuff. I actually extended it back out to its kind of original size there and stuff, and I came up with a solution. For some reason, they have their laundry line like this, but hey, you know, that's their business. And back here, they have a nice little area here where they can sit out and look out there, you know, in the evening hours. And we got this little orchard here for them to make their own cider, you know, because that's going to be the big thing that everyone's coming to this inn for. And then we have the main inn area here. I have mixed feelings on the way the doors were placed here and stuff. This being off-center kind of irritates me, but it's not my inn. I just built it. Yeah. But overall, the inn, I think, you know, turned out quite well. And I came up with a very nice solution to the roof issue there. I feel like this is quite satisfactory. Oh, we got a little bird that decided to nest there a bit. What's truly amazing is just how much laundry is out to dry here on this tower section here. That's kind of impressive. But we also have this little back way here. It goes behind the inn up to here where we have this kind of nice area here. And this might be like a private back room on the lower level there of the inn there for, you know, special parties or, you know, meet with quest givers and discreetly and such. But yeah, we also got, you know, nothing too fancy on the side here. For some reason, the fence post, the signpost has been placed here. You know, I guess in case guests get confused on which way to go at this point. But yeah, we carry on down this path here around the lake, a nice little walking trail. We got this beautiful little island there. And we come across this cottage in the woods here. You know, this discreet little cottage in the woods here. You know, somebody's taking up residence here and stuff. They go foraging for mushrooms. Yeah, a little old lady who likes to go foraging for mushrooms. And we, you know, you can continue meandering down the path here and arrive back towards where the stable is and stuff. Overall, I think it's actually a nice little build here. We actually have quite a bit in here with the lake. I'd kind of like the lake to be a little bit bigger, but I didn't want to destroy kind of the central feature here, which was this kind of building here. And this would not have done for the inn itself. This had to be like the innkeeper's house and stuff. But yeah, I think it turned out really nice here. I'm very happy with the results of it. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how it turned out here. There's a few things that I'd like to have done a bit differently. There's a few things where mechanically I'm not sure how to accomplish them. But overall I'm quite satisfied with it. If I had to say what my favorite part of it is, I honestly want to say it's the cottage in the woods there off on its own. I mean, that's barely my favorite. I mean, there's a lot of things that turned out quite well here. I find it's actually kind of hard not to build a castle in this game because you can build such beautiful castles or just build a very large village or something, you know. Oh my, it looks like the trees are on fire there. That was kind of neat there. But yeah, there's just a couple little things that, you know, make it hard to build a small scene like this and really do it right, since you can't really control too much the details that you put in. You kind of just gotta place some things and hope that it looks good and make some small tweaks here. But overall, I feel like it's really hard to go wrong in this game. And I kind of like doing these, you know, these daily themes here because, you know, if I set out with this in mind to build exactly this, I probably wouldn't have been able to accomplish it. But having the daily theme there really allowed me to just go with it and not have something specific in mind, just explore different things with the build. And so that's what I did here, and I really think it turned out quite nicely. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below.